Hi everybody, this is Diane. I have done all my chores for the day except for cleaning in here. I have some more tidying up to do, but I started putting away tags because I had been making tags, and then I had all of these new tags, the colored ones that I got at the vendor's mall the other day. And so I thought I need to organize my holders for tags and cards and things. So that's what I'm doing, and then I thought, well, I could turn on my camera and you could come along with me, keep me company while I do my work. So you can see I have some things sorted into piles. I want to talk about this before we get going on that, because if you saw the video where I was making tags, and I stamped this fellow on vellum for this tag, and I let him dry. And then I cut him out, and he seemed to be okay, but now I notice that if I touch him, like rub it, it smears, and there's some black fingerprints on the back. So I stamped this one on vellum, and it was a different kind of vellum, apparently, because it just stayed wet for a very long time. And that's when I picked this up to pay attention to this and saw that it was still smearing, because vellum isn't porous at all. So I got out a clear embossing powder and put it on there, and then carefully heat embossed it. I say carefully because I didn't want to crumple up the vellum, like shrink it all up. So I didn't get it too close, but it did the trick. So now it's happily embossed, and there's a good tag. So let's continue with what we're doing here. The piles I have are manila tags. I have a couple different varieties. Coffee dyed or other kinds of coloration of tags. And I have just a few of these, the ones that are perforated and it says retain this stub. I don't know how many of these I have. I get them mixed up. I have other containers with other kinds of cards and tags, and then when I go to put things away after a project, I kind of just stuff them in and probably put them in the wrong places. This is how many of the florist hang tags I have left after having them for years. I love those things. I have these that I got from an Etsy seller, and I know that I have some in a different box. These are my vintage ones, my genuine vintage ones that I probably won't put in any journals. I made them into a digital that I can print and use. So these will probably end up just going in journals that I keep, because I love the tags and I don't find vintage ones very often, so I keep them. I have a few white ones so far. And these are ones that I cut with Cricut or dies. And these are all digital ones. And these are sale ones. And these green ones. And let's see what we have in here. I started sorting these, so there's some more white. That one. So we're having Teddy's birthday party here. It's a family birthday dinner, really. In a couple hours, maybe an hour and a half. But I had promised him I would make brownies with peanut butter icing, so they are done. And I told my daughter I would make some macaroni and cheese. Teddy requested rotisserie chicken for his birthday dinner. So Judy's making rolls, and I made macaroni and cheese. These are canvas, so that's something unique. Digitals. And I got the brownies done. I have the macaroni and cheese put together. I'll just have to bake it when it's time. So I thought I have a little bit of time to be in here. So I've got a bunch of these that I picked up at the flea market last year or this past summer. And all those colored ones that I just got fit very nicely in this last compartment. I'm not even sure where I got this. I might have gotten this at Hobby Lobby, but I don't remember. But this last compartment, if I put some in on the side, they all fit. So my thought was that I would put some unique and unusual ones in the front because they're the ones I might not remember that I have. So I'm going to put my vintage ones in the back of this middle compartment because I don't want to put them in journals, but I want them there in case I want them in one of my journals. So these, I might forget about them. So I'm going to put them in the front and the flower ones. Actually, let me get down this other box. Try not to hit the camera. Okay, let's look at this one before we get into this. So this is a sewing machine drawer, an antique sewing machine drawer. And it has some bigger tags in it, but I have some smaller ones in the front that shouldn't be there. So let's sort these out. I have guest checks in here and then bigger tags. So I'll save those bigger tags for after I'm done with these. All right, this is another of the vintage ones. More Cricut cut ones. A problem with this is both of those boxes are a little tall for smaller tags that might get lost. So I do have, I think I made, oh, these were white tags that I stamped on. I do have a smaller container. Oh, look at that. These are vintage ones, but it looks like it was made out of a sturdy envelope or something. That's unusual. I have a lot of digital ones printed. This is a vintage ticket, unused. They were still stuck together like a little, they must have been on a tablet type of thing. Village parking lot tickets for Kentucky Avenue, but I don't know what town. That's a wide one that I made with my Cricut. And here's a part of an alterations tag. I've got several with the bottoms cut off. These are some more vintage. I might end up putting one of these in, at least one, in a journal. I'd have to cut the wire because they're all twisted up. But I could just keep one of those for myself. And these are the ones that are bigger, so they stay in that other box. It's just a digital page. Sorry. And this is I don't know. Carlton House, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Pittsburgh newest and finest completely air-conditioned hotel. It has a place for name and address, so it might have been attached to luggage or something. I don't know. It doesn't fit in there. I have 3 of those. Cool. This is a pocket decoration for a man's suit, courtesy of a dry cleaner. I thought that was cool, so I better use it, right? I better put it in something. So I think I got these tags from the Etsy shop, I just put a blue one in my other box here. They say spice tag. And Meg just received some of those from Birdie at Feed the Birdies on Etsy. So that must be where I got mine, because I did order some things from her. These were cut with my Cricut. Where did those tags go? Oh, they're up here. I've got some pieces that are ready to be made into tags that aren't. Oh, I've got some paint chips. That's where they are. I'm going to put them right in the front where I can see them. Oh, this is one that I think somebody gifted that to me. So I'm going to put that in the front where I can see it. And I'll put my dyed ones in the front. Okay, so then I have these that I got from Susie at, I'm going to move these because these get lost. I can't even see them. Just the Water Daily ones. Susie at Creative Cafe Girl. She was selling off some of her stuff and I got some of those tags. Now these are digital ones. They're more like, they're not decorated to go with a journal kit. So they can go in like a vintage, any kind of vintage kit, most of them. They look like real tags. So that's why I put them in here. I'm just taking out the little ones that will get lost. Now this one goes with a kit, I think. But it's not like I'm going to print that kit and use it again, probably. I don't even know what kit it was from. That one's really cool, but that can go with anything. So these are ones I would just use. That is a bunch of small ones. That's not digital. I like this one with the hand. This is a pocket for a tag, so I put that in here, but I'm going to take it out. Let's see how tall these are. Well, maybe. They just barely come up over it. Some of these are tags that are double-sided. They're printed like that, and you cut them and glue them together and then angle the corner. So I guess I'll put the digital ones right in the front because they're unique ones. Now I have all of these manila ones, and oh, I've got more of these from Susie. Wow, I didn't know I had so many. I've got all of these manila and white ones. So they'll take up less space if I turn some the other way, turn some upside down. I'm putting all the ones with the white reinforcement together. They don't have the strings, and they're the ones I bought at the flea market from this guy that was selling. He had a box full of tags, and he was selling them by, I don't know how much, 25 tags for a certain amount, which was a good price. So I got a bunch, as you can see. So I'm just going to flip some around because they'll take up less space that way. Put these in the side. And I still have the white ones. Yeah, they fit. So that's a nice snug box of tags, but I didn't put my Cricut cut ones in there. They'll have to go someplace else. Let's look at this box here. I have these Project Life cards, so they're going to go someplace else. And I have guest checks, and they will stay in here. I have blue. I've got this little pack of yellow that was gifted to me from a friend in Canada, because they have French on them in addition to English. But these are ones that I got, that I bought. They're blue, pink, and green. And I've ordered the pink ones twice, and some of them are paler than others. I like the darker one, of course. And green. And the unusual ones sit at the front. Now, what other tags do I have in here? This is one I stamped. And these are some that I glued book page or pattern to. This is a vintage one. Oh, I made a copy of it. I made a digital, a florist tag. I wonder what I did with the original. Maybe it's in one of my books, my journals. So these are ones that I glued stuff to, a background, so then I can add stuff, decorate them, and get them ready to put in journals. There's another digital one, but it's a bigger one. That one's a green repair tag. These, I'm going to put these in my finished ephemera box, because all I have to do to them is punch a hole and put some thread there or something. And these are unique one. That's a unique one. I think I got this at Hobby Lobby. These are vintage ones. This one's really grungy. But I don't know how many of these I have left. I had a whole bunch of them, and then I sold some, but I kept some, and I've been using them. So we'll find out how many I have left as we go through this box. There's some. Got some dyed ones. Where did I put this one? She doesn't go there. Oh, I've got dyed guest checks. And these are square ones, alterations tags. Got some blue inventory tags left. There's some of the small ones, they can go. And I stamped on that one, so I'm going to put that in my finished ephemera box. This is a vintage one. It says Denison Manufacturing Company on that. And they're small enough to go in the first box that we did. Got some craft craft colored tags. This is a digital, but it's a big one. And these I put gesso on. So I guess I don't have, oh, I'm not done. Never mind. I was going to say, I guess I don't have any of the manila tags in this size. But, oh, I have more of those than I thought I did. And I have these long repair tags, which I put gesso on one. And I have, ooh, a lot of these giant ones. I don't use them as often because they're so big, but I do like to have them on hand. And I embossed one. So, I'm going to put those in the back. They don't really fit. They're a little too wide. So they sit at a little bit of an angle. And I'll put these tall ones next. And I'll put these in the back in front of those. So these are my vintage ones that I picked up. I got like a whole bunch of them and they had wire in them. And I snipped all the wire off because they were like a bunch of so many of them with wire in them. And then they just took all the wires and twisted them up together. So I just snipped it out. And I'll put the blue ones in. These. Some alterations. Put these with the blue ones. And some dyed ones. And the ones that I glued papers to. And I've got lots more room here. I've got my spice tags. I only have 2 of those. One pink and one blue. So I've got room to put something else in this. I know I need a place for my bingo cards. I don't know if they'll fit. They're probably too wide. This is all the bingo cards I have, but that's too wide. They're too wide. I don't know what to do with all these things. Oh, there's another tag. I guess these are, they were just cut, ready to be made into tags, but they're not tag shaped or anything yet. But I don't know if I want to put them in there. I can put these in there. They're a little bit bigger. I'll put them in front of the guest checks so they're easier to see. What else can I put in here? I have a whole bunch of postcards that don't have a home right now, but pretty sure that's too many. Let me see. They're just in a stack on my shelf. Let me see what would happen. Yeah, I'm sure this is too many. And it would be hard to get them out. It would be hard to look through them and find what I want. So I'm on the lookout for a box to put my postcards in, because I rearranged things and my postcards got displaced. what I could do is put if I have some smaller bingo cards, put them in the front, and that will help me remember to get my bingo cards out. I'd like to have them all in the same place, but for now, this will work. Bingo, Quizmo, and Lotto. Okay, so far, this box holds best checks, bingo cards, and bigger tags. See if there's something in here that can move. These are inspection tickets. They can go in here. Paint chips. What else? I think those will fit. Nope. Guess everything else is going to stay in here. This will be another sorting job. It's pretty good right now. I sorted it not too long ago. And I have another sewing machine drawer with library pockets and library cards. And there's a lot of space in that too. I have these vellum tickets. I might have gotten these from Bob at the flea market, the guy that had all those boxes and boxes of vintage stuff thrown in, all this random stuff. I might have gotten these from his booth. But I can't stick them in there. I'll put them there. So I'm going to put some random stuff in the front here so I can fill it up and have a place to put all these things. I think this is shorter than the other box I was doing, so some of these shorter digitals can go in here. And then these are the ones I just made. So these are going to go in my ready-made ephemera box. Oh, I'm going to put this in my collection of stuff for grungy journals. I found this on the ground. Mossy oak. I don't know what it was. Camouflage something, I think. The official camouflage of... It's hard to read. So if you know what mossy oak is. But anyway, I just like that grungy tag. So I'm just going to put that in my supplies for grungy journals. And these are really short. Oh, they'll fit. They have strings that stick out. So that's good. These are little pieces of cardstock that I cut to start making tags. So I'll include these. All of this stuff can go in here since I've got room. Okay, I'll put the canvas ones in here too. So I've got this one with my medium-sized tags, and this one with the bigger tags and some other items. I'm going to set them on the floor for now so I don't cause a ruckus on my shelves where my camera is hanging. And I'm going to get down a box that holds my little tags. This is the lid to a Mary Kay box. It was a box of skin treatment, all the different items that came with the skin treatment. And the boxes are really nice, so I've saved, I think I got the kit 3 times because my sister sold Mary Kay for a while. And so I kept the boxes, and I like the lid too for this. So just take everything out and we'll go through what's in here. And I know this is shiny. I'll set it aside so the shine doesn't bother you. So I have little compartments in there. So this is just a little container that I put some digital tags. Yes, more digital tags and some more Cricut cut tags. There's a couple canvas ones. These are stamped. And I don't have that stamp, but my friend in California stamped them for me, and I hoard them. So I'm going to put them where I can see them, and I will use them. There. This is a real vintage one. So when I need small tags, I just pull this box down. These are big enough, they can go in the other box that we were doing. This is one of the digitals I made with my vintage tags. These I'm going to put in my other box. Probably a lot of these could go in there. Okay, so then I have this one that has the little tags on strings, merchandise tags. They don't have any printing on them, but some are dyed. The same friend that made those stamped tags for me, coffee dyed, and I don't know what color, maybe Kool-Aid, I don't know, but she sent me a lot of those tags years ago, and I've used a lot of them. Then I have these little jewelry tags, and this little, it says marking tags. I think I'll take them out of the box and just, no, I think it'll be too messy. Leave them in the box. But see, I took one of those little jewelry tags, it's getting lost in there, and I stamped tiny, it says number 31, and that's really cute. So I'm going to leave this out and use it for something. Maybe I'll just leave this bag out and then I'll stamp some, because I never use them, but if I have some stamped and ready to go. These are little vellum ones, so I don't think I'm going to use those. I'm going to get rid of those. Okay, that's that. Then these, I'm not even sure. Oh, this was a set of 4, I think, of these little boxes, and they had lids and they came on a tray. And the tray is somewhere, I don't know. I probably have something sitting in it. And those little lids that you saw me take out, I just keep them underneath there so I don't lose them, in case I want to put them all back in the tray and use the lid. Anyway, these are the little boxes that I put my merchandise tags of various types. Some sale ones and these colored merchandise tags. And some more like that here. And then this one has the metal rimmed tags. So they're already organized. And then these tags that I like to cut with my Cricut, these long skinny ones, they come in handy sometimes. And this is a stamp that I have. So it's long and skinny too. I'll put it in there. And just some other tags that I stamped. Just some small pieces. Now this has more of the merchandise tags. I don't think I need them in 3 containers. So these are tiny ones that I cut with some dies that I have. So I'll just put those in here. They're good for those little pockets that you can cut, the Tim Holtz pockets that have the slots. These little tags are good for that kind of thing too. This box has some purchased tags, the small size, and the white ones have string. And then I have this little longer container that has my half index cards. And okay, so we've got some tags in here that I'm going to put in different places. These are, I think these were from, I want to say Sam Poole. And they're printed double, so you fold them. So I'm going to put them, I'm going to have to fold them and glue them and get them all made so that I'll use them. And then I'll put them in, I think they'll fit in my sewing machine drawer. And there's another. I don't want to have all my tags spread all over. So anything that's big enough to go in those other ones can go in those other ones. These are bigger merchandise tags, but they're still small. And then these are the Shoe Fair store tags. This came from a foot scrubber. It wasn't mine. I don't know where I don't have a foot scrubber. So it says terracotta pumice. I'm not sure where I got that. And this is another kind of grungy thing. I think it's vintage. So I picked it up somewhere. Just some little tags. And I've got more of those merchandise tags in here. So will they fit in these two? I don't think so. I think I have too many. I better start using some. So I guess I'll put some back in here. No, they don't fit in there very well. All right, let's see what's in here. I have a few frames, couple frames, saved from an antique photo album. These tags, they're from scrapbook paper. They can go somewhere else. And these are some Tim Holtz tags. I can put them somewhere else. None of these need to be in here. But these little ones can stay. I don't know why these are up here. They're journaling cards. And I could probably find a better place to keep these. Oh, I have a bag of little things. Shoe Fair tags. Where did I put those other ones? Right here. I have ordered them from Boston Bag Lady, I think, and somebody else. Because I got green ones and blue ones, and they came from 2 different Etsy stores. And I didn't order them both at the same time. And I always forget about them. So I've got some vintage price stickers here. I'll put them somewhere where I remember them. Some coat room checks. And these little tiny milk tickets. That's a saver stamp. This is, I think this came from the Boston Bag Lady because it says Boston Store. I'm not even sure what this was, what it was used for, but it's kind of cool. I'm going to make an embellishment with it. So I've got all these cool things that I forget about. So I'm going to put these pricing things somewhere else. But this is a good place to store these medium-sized the larger merchandise tags, if I remember to use them. And these are the littler Tim Holtz ones. Then I have these numbers. I had this paper pad, 12 by 12 paper pad that was on clearance somewhere years ago. And it was just page after page of letters and numbers printed. I think this was something different. So all of these were from that. And I loved using them, but I kind of forgot that I had them. This is all I have left. It's good to organize stuff because we remind ourselves of things that we have. These are Tim Holtz numbers, I think. So I'm going to put this with my grungy stuff too. Got these little round tags that were punch outs from a paper collection from many, many years ago. I think I got that at a thrift store. And I'm gonna put them somewhere else. Those were digital tags. I even had these Barbie books in one of these tag boxes, so I'm going to put that with my Barbie stuff. Let's see, these Water Daily tags, what'd I do with the rest of them? Oh, they ended up back in my sewing machine drawer box. That's good. All right, so let's load this box back up. I'll put these back in here. I took some stuff out of there to move elsewhere, out of here. I'm afraid if I put these in there, back in there, I'll just forget they're there. But I don't have another place to put them right now, so they're going to go there for now. Okay. Now, excuse the glare while I put things in here. This fits along the side, and then this, and this, and this. And then I have this middle space for the smaller things. I should probably put it like this so I can see the smaller things better. This little yellow box came out of something that was a sorter organizer thing for my husband's tools. And I have two of them. It was part of a bigger set. I don't want to lose these lids, so I want to make sure I put them underneath. That one already had one. There's that one. There's that one. And yes, I'm going to I got those out so I would remember to stamp on them. I'm going to get rid of the vellum ones. Gone. Okay, so there's that, and I have a little bit of space in here if I wanted to put something else in here. So I guess that's it for now. I'm going to leave it as it is. Looks nice and tidy. And this can, once I have some of those stamped, I can put that back in there. I guess that's going to be it for today. I got some tidying done. I've got a little more cleaning to do before my guests arrive. Well, they should be here pretty soon. For Teddy's birthday party. He's 14. So he's excited. I'm excited to celebrate him. I'll see you in the next video. I hope you didn't mind this sorting video. Sometimes sorting can be confusing, but it feels good. But I have all of this stuff to deal with that I said that can go someplace else. I have to figure out a place to put all the stuff. Some of it I know. But anyway, that's it. I'll see you in the next video, and I hope you're having a creative day. Bye.